how reading trains your brain, and how to practice English effectively. If you read in more than one language, or if you're learning English right now, here's something important to know. Reading in every language trains the brain. Not just literacy, not just vocabulary, but attention, memory, and meaning making. The brain adapts to whatever writing system it works with. So let's talk about what that means, especially for learning English. Reading trains the brain in every language. Scientists have long known that reading reshapes the brain. No matter the language, Chinese, English, Spanish, Arabic, reading strengthens neural networks involved in attention, memory, and integration. What changes is how those networks organize themselves. As reported by the BBC, researchers studied a bilingual man who suffered a major stroke. After the injury, he lost the ability to read Chinese, yet his English reading ability remained intact. This didn't mean English was easier. It meant two writing systems relied on partly different neural pathways. The key takeaway is this: all reading trains the brain, but each language trains it differently. Why English reading feels challenging. English is an alphabet-based language. That means reading English depends heavily on sound-letter relationships, sequencing, and prediction across time. Your brain is constantly doing this: letter to sound, sound to word, word to meaning. And English is irregular. Think about words like thought, through, enough, read versus read. Each time you encounter these, your brain is not failing, it's adjusting predictions. That's real learning. Reading is a networked brain activity. You may hear simplified explanations like, this lobe does language, that one does vision. In reality, no brain region works alone. Reading is a coordinated network process. The frontal lobe supports attention control, meaning making, prediction, and reflection. The temporal lobe processes sounds, words, and language memory. The parietal lobe integrates visual, auditory, and conceptual information. The occipital lobe processes visual input and works with language networks to recognize word patterns. Reading succeeds not because one area works harder, but because these regions synchronize. What this means for learning English. Because English relies so much on sound letter mapping, effective reading practice should include sound awareness. Here are practical strategies. Number 1, read aloud, even briefly. You don't need to read everything aloud, but one paragraph out loud or reading the first sentence aloud. This strengthens the sound-letter connection. Number 2, read in short, complete units. Instead of long texts, try one short article, one story section, or one email or message. Your brain learns better from finishing one thing at a time than it does from overload. Number 3, read what you already understand conceptually. Choose topics you already know: food, education, travel, faith, hobbies. This frees up brain energy for language processing, not guessing content. How to test your reading progress. Many learners ask, how do I know if my reading is improving? Here are some simple, scientific ways to test progress. Test 1. One-sentence summaries. After reading, ask, can I explain this in one sentence, in English or my first language? If yes, comprehension is happening. Test 2. Time awareness. Notice this. Are you rereading less? Are your eyes moving more smoothly? Are pauses shorter? Fluency shows up as ease, not speed. Test 3. Sound prediction. When reading silently, ask, can I hear the sentence in my head clearly? Clear internal sound equals strong phonological processing. Test 4. Vocabulary recognition, not translation. Progress means you recognize words faster, even if you don't define them perfectly. Recognition precedes precision. How long should you read? Start with 10 minutes a day, not because it's small, but because it's sustainable. 10 minutes is enough to activate language networks, reinforce memory, and build consistency. After a week, you may naturally want more. Let the brain invite you forward. Before you read, first ground your learning. Now let's connect this to mindfulness. Before reading, especially in English, pause. One breath in, longer breath out. Try this daily practice. Read one short paragraph. Pause. Ask, what is one idea I understood? Not every word, just one meaning. This trains your brain to stay present instead of chasing perfection. Final thought. Reading, in any language, is one of the most powerful ways to train the human brain. It strengthens attention, builds memory, deepens understanding. So read what you love. Read a little. Read calmly. Your brain learns best when it feels safe, curious, and focused.